Hello! Baltimore is filled with so many murals that I admire, so when I was asked to make one, I fearfully accepted. I love to paint, and I've created some murals in my own home on the walls and doors and in family and friends' homes, but never anything quite on this scale or outdoors. I was asked by my friend Erica, the director of the Urban Oasis, to create a mural in an alley that separates their garden space from their outdoor library. The purpose would be to connect the spaces, leading people from one to the other, to beautify and to have an element of interactivity where folks could search for the different plants and creatures as they hop across a stone path. Erica asked if it could be filled with creatures and plants that are natively in the area and in the garden, but also if it could expand into some tropical plants as well. And she cited Mufaro's beautiful daughters as inspiration for some of the aesthetic and elements. So after mapping out the site, I set to work on sketching the design. I started out drawing digitally using Procreate. Sometimes digital can be tough for me, especially when sketching something for the first go around. I feel like traditional media is what I needed in this instance, so I switched over to gouache on paper. Since Erica wanted a stone path, I thought it'd be nice to have a river running through the central area. On the side of the mural that was closest to the garden, I put in plants and creatures that were more realistic and native to that area. And then on the side of the mural that was closer to the alley, which was the outdoor library, I wanted the creatures to slowly become mythological and fantastical, to lean into the idea that the library is where your imagination can take you on a journey. I sent in my proposal draft and waited for approval. Hello everyone, this is my friend Erica. Hi. And your title is the director.
Yeah, I'm the founder and the executive director of the Urban Oasis, yeah.
Okay, can you tell us what the Urban Oasis is?
So honestly, at its core, the Urban Oasis is an ideal that we as residents can be the developers of the place we call home. We are a nonprofit community organization based in West Baltimore in the Panway community, and we were just neighbors and residents where our external environment around us was crumbling. The infrastructure was just broken down, dilapidated. We'd find drug needles, rat infestations, stolen vehicles, illegal dumping, you name it, it was all happening here in our backyard. And it almost seemed as if the people were sort of taking in this mindset that we couldn't become more because our environment wasn't permitting it. But we thought, what would happen if we were actually able to take control of this place we call home? What would we pour into this space? How would it look? How would it feel? And what would we become if our environment changed? And what if we were the ones to dictate what that change looks like? And so the Urban Oasis became this nonprofit that has overhauled our community alley and vacant lots and dilapidated garages in our alley corridor, and we've transformed it so that we can bring programming and dream of a world beyond what we've seen previously in this space. So honestly, we're just creating a life and making space for it, making room for us here to dream, to share our ideas, to share our talents, and opening that world up for each of us as neighbors and developers of the place we call home. We have events practically every single month here at the Urban Oasis. Right now over the summer, we're hosting our outdoor movie night. And then we also have our Summer Sounds concert series, so a free concert every Thursday evening in the month of August. We're about to start our Saturday morning farmers markets where we'll have different vendors and you'll be able to grab produce and learn different things. We'll have chess lessons and you'll have access for discounted tickets to the Maryland Zoo. Just all of these partnerships and ideas able to come together in one central location. You know, the sky's the limit. Really, the space is designed and the organization is designed to showcase the talents and just make room for the ideas that people have that allow us to come together as a community, and just giving place for us to congregate and to work collectively to really create community, to weave us together, to knit us together, and allow us to live a life with one another. We have a small alley that we've put in a library and planter benches and seating, and then we have, it funnels you into this larger space, which is our community garden, which we're standing in. And the connection between the two seemed broken because people would come and say, wow, what a nice garden, and then the alley or the entrance to the children's alley corridor or the reading corridor would sort of be lost. So we really wanted something that would tie the two spaces together, but we know that we wanted something that would inspire, that would sort of pay homage to the hopes that we have as a community, what's happened here in this space and what we hope will happen in that alley as they read and dive into this beautiful world of books.
Once the approval was given by Erica and those giving the grant, with only an edit that we add directional signs to each side towards the garden and the alley, the grant money came through and I got to prepping the space. My husband Gavin helped me prep. There were some cracks and holes that we filled so the space could be consistent without too much interruption to the surface. Then after cleaning the surface, I was ready to sketch. I already started to chalk outline the area that the mural is going to be in, and then I just started to map out the central river. I put my hat on, it's so hot, and the sun is kicking my butt. This community space has a teen program, and so there's like, I think 7 teens or so who are helping kind of beautify the area. And so some of them are gonna help me tomorrow. So I wanna map out the areas that they can fill in, almost like a paint by number. Gavin got this hat in Indonesia when we visited my family, and I borrowed it for this project because the sun was killer. This is what I have so far. And in that spot, there's echinacea, and there's some right here. We wanted to echo some of the flowers and wildlife that are already in the garden. So that means these can be my reference while I'm painting. I forgot my little mics, so I just have the camera mic. The teen helpers are gonna be helping me today with getting some of the algae up, or like the moss. I think it's moss. There were some really tough areas that I couldn't get away, so I have some scrapers to make that super clean. So they're gonna help me with that, and then some of them are gonna help me paint in the blocks of color. And I just did my first test area with the paint pretty watered down, so that's good to know how it looks. So I'm gonna show the students how to do this. Goes from like the more realistic animals and plants to the more like fantasy towards the library.
Wait, Taya, did you already put water on this?
Yeah.
This one right next to me?
Yeah, I just put water.
Well, yes you did or yes you didn't?
I did.
Why is there actually so many?
I don't know.
Over there. Now you're in the way.
Yeah, their nest is probably nearby.
I say we kill them. I feel like I'm gonna have ants in my pants.
See, I thought this was a dragon. This is a phoenix.
Oh.
That's what we got so far. It looks good. We're back. I got here around 7, and I started sketching a little more. I cleaned up a little bit, you know, because every day cars are driving over. I don't know, I thought about laying a drop cloth down, but I just decided I'll just sweep it every day and it'll be fine. My friend knew I was doing this mural on the ground, and she gave me her longboard to scoot around on. So my back is starting to hurt now after being hunched over, so I'm gonna give it a try. Here's what I finished today. That's what we did yesterday. I am gonna go escape the heat. Hopefully tomorrow I'll remember to bring sunscreen and my camera. Hello, we're back. It's been a couple days because it's been so hot. Like the heat wave was really bad. So I had to give a few days break, but it's finally cooled down a little. Esther is here to help me. Hooray!
Do you have like a paint by number type situation going on?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, great.
Perfect. And then if you feel like that brush is too small, you know, let's use a bigger one if you want.
Okay. Yeah, she's like, you and Rosen always have so many projects. I was like,
It's true.
yeah, I was like, it's true.
Never have we ever not had a project.
Yeah.
Do you?
Or I can do both at the same time like this.
Yeah. Use 2
Like
hands.
this?
Wow. I threw them out. and he went running and then he climbed a building.
No way. Where did you drop them off?
Right there.
Oh, this happened this morning?
Yeah,
Oh
all
my
the way
God.
here.
Oh my god.
Over here I'm gonna do fairies.
Really cute. Really good.
So we got rained out yesterday. Back today, I think I'm gonna fill in the details. Or not details, but I'm gonna fill in like the greenery. Oh, Faith gave me this to use. Because I was telling her about the longboard, which works okay, but like I can only go like, but this, you can go all directions. I was referring to my paper draft a lot, but also changing things as I went to fit the space better. A lot of alley cats and different creatures came to check it out. I just looked at references of the plants and let my heart lead me. I drew a couple sketches, but I didn't refer to them too much on the go, because once I was in a flow state, I just kept going. I've never done this before, and I wasn't sure how the paint would take to this surface, so I tried to leave spaces often for the elements I was painting instead of painting dark green across the whole thing, then painting over that. Was that actually a good technique? I'm still not sure. It helped me map out where things should go, so that was good. But I had to kind of rework multiple areas with layers because of going back in with the dark green, needing to fill in gaps, etc. It's a new day. I need to put the dragon in here.
I feel like once you're done, I'll never just walk across. Like I feel like I will
have to
always
use the stones.
Yeah, use the stones. That's
now
how I feel like. When this mural is complete, do you guys think you'll ever be able to just walk across, or do you feel like you'll always have to hop from stone to stone? Definitely, right?
Now it's time to go back in with creatures. Some were the same from my paper draft, but many I added on the go. We had to wait out the rain a little bit this morning, but we're back. Hey guys. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yay, I'm so happy. That's what I got done so far. Erica was like, the free vegan food truck is coming by. You want anything? I was like, yes. I never heard of that. But look. My free lunch. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, I already started today. I put some anthurium flowers. The teens over there getting ready to work on the garden. That's why it's been hard to get over there. I keep getting scared a car's gonna go by. Esther's here! The unveiling event of the mural was going to be July 25th. So I had from the sketch approval until the unveiling about 4 weeks to finish this mural, which would have been easy peasy except for all of the crazy weather that was happening. With heat waves, rain, and then in the final push, the smoke and smog in the air from the wildfires in Canada. The goal was to finish 2 days before the unveiling because on the Friday was trash day, and the trash truck often would leave a bit of chaos behind. So the goal was to have the mural coated in a protective layer before trash day. Finished for today. I didn't really film because I was just trying to go, but this is what I got done so far. Just adding some more creatures and details and filling in. It was tough to keep the schedule consistent and to keep the momentum. Only a couple days I could work through the afternoon because the heat was too intense past 12 p.m. So I tried to get there as early as I could, but sometimes I could only work 3 or 4 hours at a time.
I'm sorry, we just sit by. Oh no.
This ant is dragging a potato chip through the mural. He's so strong.
I was like, ah. Like that's very, very funny that she was just like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, like people were like hospitalized. She was like, really? Of how bad the smoke was. doing this is bad.
Well, too bad.
Swimming tiger.
Yeah.
He's going so fast.
Yeah. He's swimming. So he's faster than everybody else. Is that okay?
Yes.
Does it look okay?
Yeah. In the final couple days, we decided to put up caution tape so we could easily access the full mural without worry, so we could finish details. Before that, I was just parking on one side or the other so that we could work on one half at a time. This might be the last day of painting. That's the goal. That would be awesome. Maybe I'd have to come back tomorrow to finish some details. Esther's been helping me so much, which I'm so thankful for, because it's less pleasant to be out here alone. It's so nice to have somebody and to have someone help me like fill in spaces and actually put details in.
Did it stay through the rain?
Yeah, now it's clean.
Oh, good. Oh, my white square is gone?
Yeah.
Look at the turtle. That's so cute.
You like it?
Yes. And the beaver. Oh my goodness. It's so full of life.
Yay.
That is so cute. Oh, wait. How'd you get the logo?
I painted it on.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're serious? Oh my goodness.
You like
Wow. I love it. That's amazing.
it? Yay, I'm glad.
What?
Even at this finishing stage, I couldn't help but add just a few more creatures here and there. But the final touches were to add moss to the stepping stones and completing the ripples in the water, which did bleed over to the next day, which was 2 days before the unveiling. The final touch was to add my signature, which I didn't have. I didn't really have a good one. I've always wanted to come up with an interesting signature that wasn't just my name in cursive that's like impossible to read. So I created one that I thought would be especially fun for a mural with my first and last initials with a P backwards and then a jasmine vine trailing through. Esther gave me the idea and it's kind of inspired by the JSTOR logo. Then I could finally coat the mural with Mural Shield and World's Best Graffiti Coating. Now to the unveiling. My family and friends and a lot of the community came out to see the mural in its final form.
This garden that we're standing in, this space that we're going to cross, is the result of all of us coming together and pouring our hearts, our souls, and our talent into the place we call home. And so we thank you guys that you're also a part of this today, and we hope you're encouraged and inspired by what's here. But what happens as we cross this space into a magical fairy tale world of potential and possibilities of what could be? As we cross this river, maybe on the other side we'll find mythological creatures like our friend the mermaid or the unicorn, the Loch Ness Monster and the Phoenix. The possibilities as we go to our outdoor library and we learn about the story time. So please feel free to explore and greet all of your friends as you cross. And here is our mural. Come on guys, we can come. Meet me at the alley.
Yeah, I know. I'm going on the lily pad. Don't fall in the water.
Yeah, so here we are. This site leads us into our alley where we have our outdoor library. You guys can take a look if you like. So if ever you see Clifton or you see Comrade here, say hello to them, but just know they may not really be alley cats. They might be from the land of make-believe, like our other creatures at the other side of the alley.
Yes. What if I step on the high fox?
Yeah, beautiful. I knew you would. I knew it would rock it. You're the first person I had to reach out to.
Do a step in the water. Do a step in the water. Oh, she's...
She's not paying any.
The mural and the design of the mural was exactly what we had hoped it would be. It's something that inspires and just really allows us to appreciate the beauty of our natural environment, but also appreciate the beauty of our imagination and how far we can take things. And I think the mural really pays homage to all of that.
I learned so much during this process, and I feel as though I really grew as an artist. I feel like I'm still figuring out and developing my style, and this whole process was a good exercise in figuring out how to create something that's not a copy of a realistic thing, but to stylize while being representative, while still making it fun for the community, for the kids. It was tough not to overwork certain areas and to keep the style consistent. Esther had to keep reminding me to stop adding layers to certain things because I wanted to keep adding details, but then other areas would look unfinished. I wanted to keep it somewhat simple so it would have an illustrative quality. And that was a challenge for me, but I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm so grateful to Erica for trusting me with this project. I'm so honored to be part of the Urban Oasis now, that my work will be here and help unite the spaces. Everything she's doing in this community is incredible and inspiring, and her space was an inspiration to the mural. So it's like a circle of inspiration. To see kids already using it in the way that we thought they might, by stepping across the stones, hopping across, and interacting with the creatures, it really filled my heart. And I know it'll encourage more people in the community to use the garden and to go through and to grab a book from their outdoor library. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Woodlily, the life of Rosalind is the life for